If you was making sweet potatoes, do you put 1 cup of water or do you put 2 cups of water?
What kind of sweet potatoes?
Sweet potatoes, candy yams.
Candy yams? How much sweet potatoes am I making?
A pot.
Feed how many?
Cooking channel?
Do you
Feed
put
how many people?
1 cup of water, 2 cup of water?
How many people are we feeding? It doesn't matter?
Nope. 1 cup of water, 2 cups.
Well, I'm born and raised African. I'm not African American, so I don't know y'all culture. But if I were to make it, oh shit. 2?
Sweet potatoes, you don't put no water in it.
I'm gonna have to pass. But wait. So you want to steal?
Good.
So y'all both gonna walk away? You gonna walk? Okay.
Yeah. What? That's slave food. I don't do that, babe. I'm not a slave. I was never a slave. I don't know how slaves cook. I was never a slave. I know where my grandfather came from, my great-grandfather, and where all their ass came from. Your ass don't even know. You part of this
generation of black people, can we please leave the slave food to that last generation? The neck bones, goddamn pig feet, chitlins, all that. Can we leave that back in whatever 1890s? Can we stop that? That shit is for slaves. We shouldn't be eating that. We're not slaves anymore. Stop it.
Food is slave food, and you need to tag your granny in this. Soul food is slave food, and you need to tag your granny, your cousins, and your aunties in them, because I'm about to trigger a lot of folk, specifically my melanated people. I'm not going to sit here and say I don't enjoy a good plate of mac and cheese, collard greens, and a little yams here and there. But some of y'all are eating this stuff every day. Some of y'all are still living in survival mode, eating survival foods. Why are you still eating the intestines of a pig? Why are you still eating the snout of a cow? Why are you still eating the tail of an ox? Why are you still consuming DB? Why are you still eating pernil for my Dominicanas, okay? Why are you still eating the nose, the lips, the ears, barbecuing it, sauteing it, frying it, seasoning down, calling it food? It's not. I'm here to give you a wake-up call. Soul food is slave food. Yes. We was given these foods back in the day. They gave it to us like dog food. It was given to us like scraps. These foods that we enjoy, these foods that we think are good for us, that fills a temporary void, causes high blood pressure, diabetes, high cholesterol. You can't move out of your bed. You're emotionally unstable. You got anxiety. You're depressed, honey. These foods do nothing for our bodies. Then they kill off, God forbid, your family members one by one, and then we'll go to a funeral and eat the same damn foods that killed our family members, that killed our friends, that killed our neighbors. Make it make sense. Right. You don't gotta eat that now. And you sure as hell don't gotta eat it every day. Some of y'all have Thanksgiving 365 days of the year, and you wonder why you can't lose the weight. And then you wonder why you're big, you got health problems, you're always in the doctor's office, you gotta take 5 to 8 pills for high cholesterol, high blood pressure, this, that. You gotta take a shot to manage your diabetes. Yeah. You gotta do all of these things because of the food that you are consuming. And if I'm keeping it 100% real, the only animals I know eating other animals' intestines, feet, tails, and things is lion, tigers, and bears. Right. Are you a lion, tiger, or bear? I think not. So go eat you a vegetable. And I'm not going to sit here and say I never had a pork chop because it was good. I'm not going to sit here and never said I had a rib barbecued down, seasoned to the nines. I'm not going to sit here and say I never love an oxtail because I did. But when you know better, you do better. When you know better, you do better. Health is wealth. Health is wealth.
And make that
change. Let it go, beautiful people. Let it go, specifically to my melanated people. You're not living in survival mode. You can eat a piece of vegetable. You can eat a fruits. There are plenty other options for you to eat. When I come on here, I'm trying to teach you certain things, little things to help you get one step closer to your snatch body, one step closer to having a six-pack, one step closer to being the best health of your life. Forget the best shape, to being in the best health. And it starts with these little things. It's knowing the histories of food. It's knowing why I eat certain things. It's knowing why I should consume this over that. And some of y'all don't think that deep about that. All you know is how to pick a bag over a shoe, a car over a home, or this over that. I'm here to teach you that it starts with the little things. Right. The things that you eat, the things that you put in your body. literally determines your mindset and determines how you move through this world. Period.
So true.
So start taking your health seriously. Start taking it more seriously. And I'm not gonna sit here and say this happens overnight, that you should never eat soul food again. That's not what I'm saying. But a lot of y'all are eating this stuff every single day.
Right.
And we have seen plenty examples of our families, of our friends, of our neighbors dying from food. Dying because they can't keep a cookie out of their mouth. Dying because they can't stop eating pork chops, beef, or oxtails. Something they literally can control. So I'm here to plant a seed in your head to think. To really think about the things that you are eating and consuming, and then look at your body, look at your skin, look at yourself, really look at yourself and say, how am I a reflection of the food that I'm eating?
All right, so the other videos were just added in there just because it fit along with the theme, but the main focus that for me, that I'm focused directly on, is the first video. That for me is the most important video because it further dictates and shows everything that Black Americans have been talking about for the longest time possible. So as we were able to see that this was a dating show, right? So on somebody's, podcast, stream, whatever you want to sit up there and call it, right? And the guy specifically asked the question, and he was like, hey, how do you cook yams, right? She was going back and forth, like, what type of yams? Like, what do you specifically mean? Da, da, da. He explained that. And then he said that, do you use 1 cup or 2 cups of water? Right? Said that. She was like, I don't know. This is that and the third. She was really trying to, rack her brain. And he, repeated and asked her again. And she just took a guess. She was like, I don't know, 2 cups? He was like, no. Like, you don't use water at all, right? To basically state that, for him, he's looking for a woman that knows how to cook, and especially a woman that is Black American, that knows Black American dishes, things of that sort. Somebody that is like him. And I respect that. And again, he didn't say, and I want to note to a lot of people out here, because I know some people get overly emotional, that Black man didn't say anything negative to that woman at all. He did not, berate her. He did not take any type of low blows. He didn't take any jabs, any side shots. He did not do anything wrong. He made a simple, direct question. That was it. Because the guy, off of that question, decided that he no longer wanted to have a conversation with her. She, being the African that she is, decided to go on a rant about Black Americans and our eating habits, our foods, our tradition, our culture. She was like, oh, I don't even eat that slave food. That's slave food. I ain't never been a slave. My people ain't never been slaves. I know where it is that I come from. I know where my mother comes from. This, that, and the third. We can trace everything back. We know specifically where it is, and we can point it out. See, this is how disrespectful they get. This is how somebody, if you made it this far in the video, because I know a lot of people don't tend to watch the videos, within length. If you made it this far in the video, let me know at what point in time did that Black man say anything at all disrespectful to that woman for her to come out the side of her neck and mouth to directly attack and come at Black Americans negatively. Because again, that's crazy to me. So you're mad because you got shut down because of a question? That's personal. Like, you don't know how to take rejection. And the rejection that she got was light. It was nice. He, like I said, ain't nothing happened. He didn't call her no type of name, no type of nothing. She was the one, being the African that she is the one that came out of her mouth disrespect. Like, yo, how do y'all be getting raised in y'all family? Like, that's just wild. It's like you get shut down because now somebody not interested because of culture reasons, and you want to just start popping off at the mouth. Like, yo, this is why we talking about people. People start talking and saying stuff that don't need to be said. Like, that is wild. She was talking so crazy, so wild. But yet at the same time of talking wild and crazy, who was she dressed as? Who was she mimicking? Who was she masquerading as? Who is she cosplaying? Black American women. Black American women. Because again, like I said before, you were listening to her speak. There might have been something there, but for all intents and purposes, Black American accent, right? Basic Black American accent, right? Same thing with the hair. This is normally what you would see on Black American women. It's the one thing that's amazing to me is that all of these African women say how proud it is that they are of their heritage, their culture, who it is that they are. But I'm like, you're copying Black American women a lot, right? A lot of people can sit up there and say that, oh, well, wigs have been a thing, all around the world. But it's specifically how it's worn, how it's tailored, right? How it's catered to a specific grouping of people. And like I said before, the main people that are known for wearing a lot of the hair that people find to be popular at this moment in time is Black American women. It ain't no other women out here. It ain't no other women out here. Like I said, people can, talk about it as much as they want to sit up there and talk about it. But realistically, if it wasn't for Black American women highlighting, a lot of these things dealing with like hair going on, a lot of other women would not be trying to do it. Like I said, look at all of the African. This is the thing that I will tell people. Go online, take your time, go online and look at the amount of videos that you see of African women wearing the exact same type of hair and hairstyles as Black American women, and ask yourself, when did African women ever start doing those styles, start doing those things, start really caring about them? Ask yourself. Just ask yourself, right? Just ask yourself, right? When you think about African women, you have some styles there, right? But when you do a comparison, it's a vastly different universe between how African women and how Black American women have hairstyles. Vastly different. Like I said, culture-wise, because people always like to talk about culture, we have a hair culture here when it deals with Black Americans in the United States, whether people know it or not. We've had magazines, we've had fashion shows over decades upon decades upon decades upon decades. Like I said, it's even been to the point where both the hairstyle and the fashion coexisted both at the same time, especially when you look back at the 70s. I'm Black and I'm proud to say it loud. Like I said, we have a culture dealing with this, undeniable culture. Nobody else has that same culture. They do not. Like I said before, other people were not really caring about hair the way that Black Americans have highlighted, been fixated, try to have things, match and move and everything of that nature. But again, it's crazy to me to see people deciding that this is how they want to go at and talk about Black Americans. And again, people wonder why it is that we have the type of reaction that we normally have when we see videos like this, and then they want to try to say that we were wrong. And I promise you that some way, somehow, groupings of people online are trying to blame that Black man for the reaction of that African woman. I promise you, somehow, some way, people are trying to blame him. It's like, oh, well, if he didn't say this, if he had a different tone, if he would have moved this way, if he would have moved, matter of fact, if he was invisible, like I said, somehow, somewhere, a Black man will be blamed for how it is that other people decide to react. But again, as stated before, for the Africans out there, this is why we have the reactions. This is why we make the rebuttals. This is why we say the things that we continuously say on the internet, day in and day out. Again, it's a form of defense. It is a form of defense because we are clearly being attacked by other people directly out there. And please miss me with the whole thing where people want to say that, oh, you're about to, make all Africans a monolith. Don't you know there's 54 countries, thousands upon millions of tribes, and zillions of, different types of dialects and such and such. I miss me with all that. I don't even care. I don't care. As you heard her generalize Black Americans, Black American food, and our history, I shall too do the exact same thing. Return to sender. Like I said, we're not doing that. My energy is going to be just vastly different. As you can clearly see in a variety of the other videos and live streams that I've done directly on this platform, is going to be vastly different versus the sender. Right. But anyways, let me know what you guys think about this video and everything that I stated in the comment description below. And as always, peace, love, and stay tuned for the next video.